Have you ever faced failure? Felt like the world was telling you that you'd never make it? What if I told you that failure isn't the end, but the beginning of something greater? This is the story of Ramesh, a boy with nothing but a pot of milk and a dream. Despite every setback, he refused to give up. His journey will remind you that no matter how hard life gets, your biggest breakthrough could be just around the corner. Watch how Ramesh turns failure into his greatest success. In a small, forgotten village nestled between rolling hills and dusty fields, there lived a young boy named Ramesh. His family owned nothing but a frail, aging cow named Gauri, who gave just enough milk to barely keep them from starvation. Every morning, before the sun had even stretched its golden fingers over the horizon, Ramesh would rise, his bones aching from the cold mud floor he slept on, and milk Gauri with trembling hands. Then, with a dented aluminum pot balanced on his head, he would walk miles to the nearby town to sell the milk. The journey was never easy. The path was rough, filled with sharp stones that cut his bare feet, and the weight of the pot made his neck stiff. But the hardest part was the market itself. The other milk sellers, older and more established, would mock him. "Look at this rat with his half pot of milk," they jeered. "Why don't you go back to your dung heap?" They would push him aside, sometimes even tipping his milk onto the dirt, laughing as the white liquid seeped into the ground, liquid that was his family's only hope for a meal that day. Ramesh would return home with empty hands and a heavier heart. His mother, her face lined with years of suffering, would sigh but never scold him. "Beta, failure is not the end," she would say, stroking his hair. "It is only the teacher we did not ask for." But how many times could one boy fail before breaking? One evening, after another day of returning with nothing, Ramesh sat by the river, watching the water flow endlessly. He picked up a small stone and threw it in frustration. The ripples spread wide, disturbing the calm surface. And then, like lightning in his mind, an idea struck him. What if he didn't sell milk the way everyone else did? The next morning, instead of going to the crowded market, he went door to door in the town. He knocked on houses, his voice shaking but determined. Fresh milk, straight from the cow, clean and pure. Some doors slammed in his face. Others ignored him. But a few, a very few, bought from him. They liked that the milk came to them, that it was fresh, that the boy's eyes held honesty. Slowly, very slowly, he built trust. He never diluted the milk like the other sellers did. He never cheated. And when he saved just enough, he bought another cow, then another. Soon he had 5 cows, then 10. He hired other village boys, paid them fairly, and expanded his deliveries. But life, as always, had more storms for him. A disease swept through his cattle, killing half of them. A rival milk seller spread rumors that Ramesh's milk was impure. For months, his business crumbled. He lay awake at night, his stomach gnawing with hunger again, wondering if he had been a fool to dream. But his mother's words echoed in his mind. Failure is the teacher we did not ask for. He learned. He sought help from a veterinarian, protected his remaining cows, and worked harder. He started making yogurt and ghee from the milk, selling more than just raw liquid. He reinvested every penny, every drop of sweat. Years passed. The boy who once carried a single pot of milk now owned a dairy farm with hundreds of cows. He supplied milk to entire towns, then cities. He built a small processing unit, then a larger one. His name, once spat upon in the market, became a symbol of trust. And then one day, as he stood on the balcony of his modest office, watching trucks loaded with milk cartons roll out, he realized he was a millionaire, not just in money, but in resilience. The road had been paved with failure. Every rejection, every loss, every night of despair had been a stepping stone. The world had tried to grind him into dust, but he had refused to stay down. And that, more than any fortune, was his real victory. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of it. Every no, every fall, every struggle is preparing you for the rise. If you keep learning, keep fighting, and never let defeat define you, Even a village boy with nothing but a pot of milk can change his destiny. Life's toughest battles often prepare us for its sweetest victories. Ramesh's journey, from a mocked milk boy to a millionaire, teaches us that failure is not the end, but a harsh yet wise teacher. Every no, every stumble, and every tear is a stepping stone to greatness if we refuse to give up. Success isn't about never falling. It's about rising each time, stronger and wiser. Your struggles today are shaping the strength you'll need tomorrow. When the world pushes you down, let resilience be your voice. When others doubt you, let determination be your answer. And when darkness looms, remember, even the smallest spark of hope can ignite a mighty flame. Dream big, work hard, and never let setbacks define you. For the boy who once carried a pot of milk didn't just sell milk. He sold perseverance, honesty, and an unbreakable spirit. And that, more than riches, is the true measure of success. Your story isn't over until you decide it is. Keep going.